What's up, everybody? I'm Brian Altano. I'm here with Justin Davis.
Yep.
We're playing The Elder Scrolls Online and learning a lot about life and each other and what it's like living in an MMO, hanging out.
Yep.
Fighting cats and people and beating up rats and chimpanzees.
We're living the MMO life.
Yeah, it's nice. We're cold chilling out here.
Yep.
In these mean streets.
We're about to try to fight a super strong enemy, by the way.
A witch's house?
This dude.
Okay, who is
there's
he?
other humans there. There's other
Give
humans
me a
here.
little heads up before we hide in this bush. Let me know what we're looking at. Or just jump in the battle.
No, there's multiple people here.
Okay.
Okay, we got it.
Okay,
I'm gonna
got
go. I'm gonna hope that they join in.
All right, who are we fighting?
I don't know. What's his name say? Era? Is it Era Man?
Yes, 7 Era Man.
5.
Or
Do the
Ramadan?
5 attack. Do the 5 attack.
He's
There.
waving at you.
No,
He's like, hey, girl.
He's casting spells.
Low Magica. We're not doing good, man.
No, we're alright. We just ran out. We spent all our magic points. We're not usually in fights that last this long, you know?
Right.
So I'll explain what's going on once we kill this guy. I could use the help of the other humans that were
what are
supposed
they
to be
doing?
helping. Oh, God.
Oh, now there's
Nope,
skeletons?
Nope. Oh!
Backstabbers.
We couldn't even get it done. Let's revive here. Let's use our last spell shard. Or, what do you call it? Oh, there's another person.
Finally.
So did she... Yeah, she did get her health back. That sucks.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay. So there's these bosses around the world, and they're labeled on the map. They're like world bosses or these elite units. They're super, super strong. They're marked on the map with a skull. You can't kill them on your own. And then they just drop good loot. You know, they drop good loot. And there's no story behind them. There's no nothing. They're just like there, available for you to kill. And so we just tried to do one on our own. Or not on our own. Like, we saw some other people around, and they were not able to pull their weight. You saw that we almost got that boss down on our own, but we couldn't quite do it.
Yeah.
And so...
Another mummy's tomb, by the way.
They're all over. I don't know if we have... Oh, yeah. So there's not any on the map right now. Like, if we were to explore around, like, there's probably one here and one up here. Like, there's several in each zone. And they're just like another... Like I said, the map's just littered with sort of different activities for you to do. And this happens to be one of them. I didn't know what this was the very first time I played the game. And I'm like, oh, like, what's this? Is this, like, you know, a battle or something? And I ran in and just got freaking owned so bad.
Wow.
And then I was like, okay, I need help with these guys. Are any other humans going to show up? Let's pick this chest, and if no one's here... Oh, am I at a... Oh, yeah, I sold all my lockpicks in a previous video. People keep making fun of me for that.
Why did we do that?
Why did I do that?
Yeah.
Yes? Because I was just trying to sell, like, the junk, and I accidentally sold the lockpicks with it. Man, I want to kill this lady, but there's no... We can't do it on our own. Is that a human? No, that's a skeletal archer. All right, we're just going to piece out of here.
Yeah.
We're not going to be able to get this done.
Oh, there's a lot of archers.
This is actually, like, I like that they're in this, like, cathedral area.
Yeah, this is a cool setting.
Oh, nope. You were almost dead. Kill you. One of the things that I like about MMOs, and Elder Scrolls is no exception, is that you alternate between feeling really powerful and, like, feeling really, really weak. Like, we're only level 8. We're level 8. We're almost level 9. And,
What was that bad guy back there?
which bad guy?
The guy that kicked our asses.
Oh, they were probably a similar level, but, like, there's different... Like, if you're an elite enemy, then it's not... Like, you can mark... You see his health bar at the top?
Yeah.
Like, that enemy's health bar had, like, special marks on it to let you know that, like, yo, this is, like, a super strong dude. Like, he wasn't a normal opponent. So even though we're only level 8 and there's 50 levels, like, if we were to go back to, like, the level 5 area or wherever... Like, we would feel super strong. Like, we'd just tear dudes up and kill them, you know, in, like, 2 seconds. But then if we were to go to, like, a level 12 area, like, we could probably win, but, like, you know, it would be, like, a really hairy fight, like, every single time, you know? And that's one of the things that I like about MMOs is they give you that feeling of, like, progression.
Yeah, I remember actually when we first started, I think we fought a wolf, and it was a little bit more work than that just was.
Yeah. What about... Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, one hit.
And
I do like that there's just all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
There's just always something. You know, like you turn a
Yeah.
corner and you're like, all right, well, there's this going on. There's like this.
One of the
there's a
things
bear
that
hanging out.
One of the things that you pointed out many videos ago, probably 5 or 6 Let's Plays ago, is that, like, you know, forget all the game's problems or glitches or other issues. Like, this is just a fun world to explore.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. It's just like a big place to just kind of mess around. I like it for that.
Yeah, it's like that's exactly like it is. You forget everything. Just like running around this beach and being like, is there a treasure chest? Are there pirates? Like, what's here? Are there demons here? Like, I don't know what's here. It's
like,
just,
do you ever like?
There's monkeys here.
You ever have that thing where you sit down and you're like, I want to play a video game, I don't know what.
Yeah.
And you load up Steam or you turn on your PS4 or something like that, or you grab your 3DS and you go through like 6 different games. Oh, this is great. We're just hanging out. I hope you're apologizing for all the monkeys you've murdered.
No, this is the meeting of the monkey crab consortium. This is actually really weird.
School is in session. And you cycle through a bunch of games and you're like, I'm not really wild about any of these.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm in the mood for.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when you and your wife are like, I'm hungry, I want to get dinner, we don't feel like cooking. And you just sit there on the couch for like 20 minutes talking about different things you can do.
Sure.
Until you finally settle on one, you're like, that wasn't that hard.
Yeah.
Could have just. This is one of those games I feel like you could pop into this game and be like, I could stick around here for a little while. This is kind of what I'm in the mood for. Because you can kind of choose your own adventure with it. It's not like if I'm like, I want to play a game and I sit down and I start up Tetris.
Yep.
30 seconds in, I'm like, you know what? I wasn't really in the mood for this today. I love Tetris.
Well, there's also only one thing. Like, you got the one thing that you can do, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. And here it's like, you could just be like, I just want to kill all the crabs on this beach.
Yeah.
I want to go swim across this lake. I want to climb at the top of that mountain.
I want to see what's in here. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
I'm super confused about what this island is. I hope it's not boring. We actually don't script or plan these Let's Plays ahead of time. That's probably worth pointing out. Like, I haven't played. I am playing this game, but I picked a different faction, and so I don't know any of these quests. I don't know what's on this island.
Yep.
I actually don't even play this class as my main, so I don't know the class skills that well. And so usually that leads to, we destroyed a dark anchor, and we did a bunch of quests. We discovered a plague conspiracy. But that also means that sometimes we don't know. Like, I don't know what's on this island.
Yeah.
Could be something cool. I actually bet a quest takes you here. Like, if I'm ever confused by an area, or I'm like, what's this about? Like, there's probably some sort of quest that's going to take me onto this island to, like, discover what it's all about and what its secrets are.
Yeah, I hope so.
Why am I not attacking?
Yeah, this is a weird, intimate scene right here.
I think I got poisoned. See those numbers below my...
You got plagued.
Yeah, I'm actually just going to peace out because this is freaking me out. Oh, I'm all, like, slow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think I am poisoned. Run away, Scratchy Cat.
You got molasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like this whole area too. One thing maybe it's because I've played so many like action adventure games that I wish there was more of is more vertical exploration. Like you kind of like you see a mountain and I mean there might be a way to the top of that.
Yeah, I mean there totally is, but it's not.
But it's not like immediately apparent, right?
No.
So you're saying there might be like a winding path around there or something like that?
Yeah, there probably is, or they'll like teleport you up to the top or something like that.
Sure.
Dude, where am I? I'm totally just wandering around aimlessly. Let's zip zop back somewhere else. Can I go? Let's go here.
You discovered the Matheson.
Yeah, it's a town. So that's actually the town. Do you remember a couple Let's Plays ago where we found the scroll from that dead guy in the cave?
Yep.
And then we got to take it back to a family
his
member.
mom?
That's where it was leading us to town.
Yep.
And that's where we were going.
But even like you'll come to this village and you'll see like a kind of big arch at the top of something. Like I kind of wish you could make your way up there. And I don't know if that would break the whole game. What I really want is like an MMO that has sort of the verticality of an Assassin's Creed game.
Sure.
Is that too much to ask?
Yes.
How come? Why would that break everything?
Oh, well, I've told you that MMOs tend to have that level of MMO jank.
Mm-hmm.
And that's totally true.
The jank, which I feel is a great word that we defined on this show, and the jank is not always bad. Jank's kind of good sometimes.
It is bad, but it's kind of endearing.
It's an endearing thing in a. It's like when you talk about like you meet somebody and they're like they're awesome, but they're just kind of awkward, but it's kind of cute.
Sure.
It's kind of like
I agree with that.
They're not awkward where they're like, hey, what we should do? Let's go murder a bunch of people.
Yeah.
But they're just like.
It's a lot of people. A lot of people we work with are kind of awkward, but kind of cute.
But like, there's kind of a weird quirk to them, and that's that MMO jank.
That's actually very reasonable. That's a very reasonable way to put it.
Thank you.
They do have different MMOs emphasize different things. Like I said, we at the top of this video, we tried to fight this elite dude that's just hanging out on the map.
Yep.
And every MMO has things to a certain extent that are like that. But one of the things that Guild Wars 2 did was they had jumping puzzles, where like you would see, like, you would be able to climb to the top of that, but it would be like a challenge to figure out how to get up there. You would need to be like, oh, so if I climb this rock, then there's like a hidden staircase like around the back.
Right.
And then at the top would be these like vista points, these vantage points, and then, you know, you would earn, you know, experience and gold and stuff.
Yeah, like this whole section, it feels like you're janking up this mountain.
What the hell is that?
A weird war going on.
Dude, maybe we can climb up here. Are we doing it?
I mean, yeah.
Like it's also hard to know where you're like meant to, like if they mean for you to do this, like if you're allowed to do this, or if like you're breaking, like you're.
This
doing
doesn't
something.
feel like you're allowed to do this at all.
Sure. Yeah, I agree with that. This area is much. I'm so jealous of my character. My main is in the Ebonheart Pact, and so they're exploring over here, and it's just all volcanoes and disaster and lava, and this is like idyllic and beautiful.
Yeah, I get a little like it beats down on me too much sometimes when I'm playing a video game and I'm stuck in a very drab environment for too long.
That's real.
Like, and actually, I was kind of worried because when we started playing Elder Scrolls Online in our very first Brian and Justin play, we were in a prison. It was dark and drab, and we got out of it, and it was just this like garbage town. It was gray and mucky, and felt like everything was muddy and wet and nasty.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I think I remember telling you, I was like, man, this is just kind of gross. And then we came out to like an area like this.
I think you called it a garbage town.
Yeah, it was a garbage
exact
town.
word.
And we came out to like something like this, and I was like, all right, this is actually, I could hang out here. This is beautiful.
Yeah, the zones in MMOs are huge. Like I told you before, this island is probably about 20 hours worth of content, which is probably too much because that means you see the same thing for 20 hours.
Yeah.
Like the 20 hours of volcanoes about killed me. But the nice thing is once you do get out of it,
this is a nice little free picnic we found, by the way.
Yeah, we can't take the bread.
Street cheese.
But it does change, right? Like it's not always the same thing. So we're in this forest right now, but eventually we'll be in a desert, and eventually we can actually go up to some of the areas of Skyrim and be in like a snowy area. The town of Riften, which is in Skyrim, is actually a part of this game.
Right.
And so you do get this, you know, because you're exploring a world and these different zones all have like really different types of architecture and stuff like that. You do get a good feel for that. It does change.
That's important. Because I remember like playing Ocarina of Time as a kid or as a young adult. And there's the parts where you play as a child, which everything's like, yay, and it's whimsical and beautiful. And then you become into like a teen or whatever in the Temple of Time. And every time you come out in that town, it's just like zombies and it's drab and it's gray.
Yep.
And it really changes the mood and everything and your perception of what the times you're playing those parts versus the times where you're like, you have a slingshot and you're a kid and it's whimsical.
Yeah, like adult Link feels terrible. Like it's awful.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't work for the whole world.
Castle
like,
Town. Like.
Yeah, you come to like Hyrule Field and it's the same thing, except at night there's ghosts.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I enjoy being able to shift moods like that in games. I just don't like the ones that are almost too much in one direction.
Yeah,
like,
that's actually part of the reason why I don't play horror games.
Yeah.
And that's part of what, you know, I've said before that I'm liking ESO, playing it every night for fun, and we're playing it here in these Let's Plays. But it is something that World of Warcraft did better, is like zones wouldn't wear out their welcome. Like they were all really different. Like you would spend, you know, a few hours in a starter zone and then a few hours in the next zone. It's like, and now it's snow, and now you're here, and now you're in a forest, you know, and now you're in like sort of a more evil forest, but it feels really different. And, you know, you're never sort of fighting the same enemies, whereas in ESO, 20 hours in one zone is like too much, I think. Dude, look at this. That sucks for you, man.
Yeah, rough life. This is a cool little scene, actually, aside from this demon.
Yeah, this friggin' giant bat. MMOs are filled with things that if they existed in real life, no one would ever leave their house.
Oh my god, yeah. I mean, that's like a lot of video games.
Yep.
Like, I still don't understand how people, like, walk around in Liberty City. Like, oh, I wonder what's going to happen today. Oh, everyone I know is dead.
I was playing GTA San Andreas one time, and, like, I swear to God it wasn't me. Like, I was just, like, walking up the street, and I saw a plane crash in front of me.
What?
Just, like, in the street.
Like, that would destroy you. You'd be in therapy for years.
Yeah, you would the twisted, burning wreckage and the bodies and probably people screaming.
You see hit and runs in those games.
Yeah,
like you're walking down the street, and you see a guy, just a pedestrian,
or just like the cops shooting a dude, like cops killed a dude.
Yep.
Like you'd have PTSD if you were like eating at a Denny's and you saw cops kill a dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
I told you about that one time I was playing GTA 5, and there was a dude and he was shooting at a bunch of cops.
Yeah.
And I came up to him and I knocked him out.
Yeah.
And then the cops killed me. And I was like, I don't understand. Like, I was being a street vigilante.
Yeah.
Like, I helped you out. It's a dangerous world out there.
Video games aren't like smart enough to understand to like parse our actions sometimes.
Yeah,
Brian.
and I'm afraid that the day that they do become smart enough, they'll stop being fun.
Wait, where the hell are we going? This is what, man. I'm not like, I'm not saying we should start reading the quest text,
But we should start paying a little more attention.
but we are literally about to enter some magic portal, and like we're entering some dude's rage now.
Is it somebody's memory?
I don't know.
Oh, God.
It just seems like your character is like so helpful. Like your response in this game always is like, how can I help?
Yeah.
What do you need me to do, sir?
I need you to go to hell and fight demons.
Yeah, fight the
Wow.
flame Atronachs.
Okay, these guys are crazy.
Well,
Not
they
to-
explode
oh,
when they
man.
die. Like, why do I have to fight the flame Atronachs? Where am I even? I gotta go up there.
Wow.
Like, why would you ever go here?
So this is one of those drab, miserable areas I was talking about. But it's actually kind of cool because it's peppered with all the fiery stuff. It makes
Well,
it...
It's also cool that it's like different, right?
Yeah.
So it's like we've been exploring. Like, imagine this for 20 hours, which
No
is what
way.
I just got through on my main character when he was in the Stone Falls. Oh, you're not dead.
Wow.
There you go. Nope. I don't like that they explode when they die. Brian, we are almost level 9,
Oh, my God.
so we're getting there. Once we
We
get
are
Scratchy
getting
Cat to level 10,
We're going to murder real men.
we're gonna murder. That's how you become a man. That's what my dad always says.
Really?
No. What do you think my dad is?
He said, Justin, one day if you grow up in the world and you learn to dual wield while cosplaying as a cat person, and you kill a real human being, then you can finally come home and I'll shake your hand.
Oh man, I didn't realize we have got to stop playing with the sound off. No wonder we almost died. I didn't realize there was another one of these people killing me from behind.
Wow. Our siphoning has increased.
Yeah. We still got these skills. We haven't checked in on our skills in a while. We had a skill point we could spend if we wanted. These skills only level up when you use them. So
Yep.
it's like you can play each class in 3 different ways. Like, and since we're not using any of the stealthy skills, because we decided Scratchy Cat wasn't that kind of person, like that's not leveling up nearly as fast as our assassination is. I like the skill system in this game a lot.
Well, we are on a lava person murdering spree right now.
Yeah, we're just
And-
trying to get to where we're trying to get to, man. It's like they're really just... It's like a combination of you being the world's greatest hero and you just being like, yo, man, you're in my way.
Yeah. Yeah.
I gotta get to, like... There's no sort of sense of, like people go to prison in Africa if they kill, like, a giant rhino. Right?
Hopefully.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's against the law. I'm not
Well-
saying they get caught. But, what's my point? Like, but we just killed a bunch of giant bats strictly because they were in our way.
Scum, don't touch me, intruder. Get them. Kill them.
Oh, God. Okay, so this is kind of an elite enemy. I hope we
Darth
can beat
Maul.
them. Is that another person behind us? How did they get here?
I don't know.
What?
In Hellrage Town?
That doesn't make any sense. We entered a magic portal into, like, someone's brain, and now there's just people.
Why does that not make sense?
There's... Whoa, she's got cool armor.
Yeah. How do we get that?
I don't know.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Didn't recognize. The sooner I'm clear.
Okay.
This was her brain?
I don't know. I always assume
really funny watching
whenever we get like portaled somewhere
Yeah.
that we're inside someone's mind.
Okay.
Is that weird?
No.
Grace General overcomes her anger. How very uplifting.
I'm assuming there was supposed to be a portal there.
But we
So-
made it out alive.
Yeah, so now we have to do the other 2 portals. Like, this game is full of quests like this.
Yep.
Like, look, if someone played The Elder Scrolls Online and they didn't like it because it was too slow-paced, or, they didn't like it because it was buggy.
Mushroom Town.
Yeah, Mushroom Town. Like, I totally get that. I think that's fair. Like, I'm not saying that this game's for everybody, but I think a lot of people read the hate. Like, they read or watched some of the hater YouTube videos,
Yep.
read or watched some of that stuff, and then they've written the game off. And that really disappoints me because it's, like, so... Like, it's something different all the time. Like, we're on some crazy quest and going in portals, and now we're in a Mushroom Town, and we are just fighting flame people. It's all voice acted, and all the voice acting's pretty good.
Yeah. There's a lot here. There's a lot to unpack. It's like a Snickers bar. There's nougat, there's caramel, there's peanuts.
I had a
there's-
Snickers bar for lunch.
What?
I know. I actually haven't done that in years and years and
That
years.
was your whole lunch?
That and a bag of Sun Chips.
Man.
I know.
What happened?
I'm actually really hungry.
Did you just you had no time?
Yeah, I went to small, and then it was to the line was around the building.
What?
It's
I
so
know.
easy to make
So I didn't
memory
get
of
lunch today.
Man.
for a time.
Where am I
Start
going?
bringing lunch.
Yeah, I know.
One of these days you're going to be packing lunch for 3. Probably not. You probably won't have to do any of that.
How long do you have to wait? Why am I asking you? You don't know anything about kids. When I have a baby, how long do I have to wait before, you know, she can like be brought out and introduced to people?
Marianne's passions
Oh,
are
immediately.
No, that's actually not true at all. Like they need to build up their immune system and stuff.
I've visited people who had babies in the hospital, like in the first week.
Well, yeah, like you can come to them, but I wouldn't take her to the office and have like, you know, a million people holding her. or
No, I
anything
mean,
like
I
that.
wouldn't
Like-
bring your kid to the office until she's like 5. But that's just because it's like, otherwise it's just going to cry and be annoying and stuff.
Oh, well, sure.
But I didn't know really about the...
no,
oh
no,
my
no.
god!
Oh, wow.
How
Look
did
at how
you
much health that took.
survive that.
Oh, good. Okay, giant bat. Okay, giant bat. We're cool. We're cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know about that, about keeping babies away from everybody else. I guess it makes perfect sense.
Like 6 months?
really?
I mean, I don't know. I have no idea.
No, because like your mother-in-law is going to want to hold the baby.
No,
and
not
stuff.
like everybody. I mean, like take her out and be like, okay, you strange people, you can hold my baby.
Interesting.
Like you, Brian Altano, or just like anybody else around the office.
I'm clean.
How often do you wash your hands?
Me?
Yeah.
Probably 4 times a day.
Okay.
At
Every
work?
time you go to the bathroom?
Yeah, every time I go to the bathroom. I mean, that's 4 times a day just at work.
Sure.
I use mouthwash twice a day.
He loves alcohol.
So here's
Brush
the
my
moral of
teeth
this
in the morning
story.
and the night.
I'm getting back to ESO.
Shower every day.
I understand why people dislike this game,
Yeah.
but I do think it's gotten an overly bad rap. I'm playing it a lot, and like if you make up your own mind about it, like if you have the money to check the game out, like I'm not saying, I understand that not everybody has a bunch of money.
Sure.
And that was the feedback that I got the last time, was like, yeah, man, like I'm interested in checking it out, but I just don't have a lot of money to drop on games. And like, that's totally fair. But if you're thinking about picking up a new MMO, I would say ignore the haters and check out ESO for yourself. Like, you get to go on cool quests like this and explore, you know, crazy mushroom caves.
And I actually think this is one of those games that's perfect for people that don't have a lot of money, because once you pay to get in, like, there's so much to do here. It's not like, I mean, me, I'm like a drug addict with video games. I'm always looking for that next fix.
Sure.
You know, I'm always playing new games. Like, I'm right now I'm playing Child of Light. Tonight I'm going to start Daylight.
Yeah.
Because, you know, my friend worked on it. And
Yep.
then I'm going to try whatever else comes down the pipeline.
Yep.
Part of that's my job, but I think, like, I used to be that way. Even when I was a kid, I had to play everything.
Yeah.
But if you're one of those guys that really wants to, like, get a game and dig in deep for a couple of months or even a couple of years,
Yep.
I mean, shit, this one's perfect for that.
Yep. I like it more than a lot of MMOs. Out of the ones that I've played, I would put this above probably everything but World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
I like it more than Guild Wars 2. I like it more than Final Fantasy 14. And I like it. Ooh, I liked Lord of the Rings Online a lot too. But that's a bias on my part because just because of the world.
Yeah.
Like being able to run around the Shire and like find Bilbo's house, and like I scream like a little fangirl when I do stuff like that in that game. So, you know, that's almost an unfair comparison.
Delicious.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're deep in the mushroom tombs now. But the game keeps going and going, and we're going to keep going with it. But right now, this video is going to come to an end, and if you liked this video, let us know in the comments below. If you have a cool idea for something you want us to do in the next video, also let us know.
Yep.
Keep watching them. Go back and watch the old ones. Watch
Tell
the new
your
ones.
mom.
Tell your mom. Tell your mom. Tell your sister, too. She might be into it.
We don't have enough moms watching these videos, and that's actually the only stat. When I look at the stats on these videos, I'm like, did we get enough moms?
Yep.
Because we can see that.
Yeah, if this was a pie chart, it would be a very, very tiny slice. That would just be moms. Everything else would be... It'd be like a piece of cheese that was left on the circular pan after a bunch of people ate a whole pizza. That'd be the moms on this pie chart.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
I know. Structured that way, too. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this. For more things, Elder Scrolls Online's MMOs and babies, and how long you should hold on to them before you let others hold on to them for you. Keep it locked with Brian and Justin right here on IGN.com.